Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa and today I'm going to be working on one of Roxy's challenges. A YouTuber on her name Rachel. She made these 4-pocket foldovers for a page. And I thought they were really cool, so I've made a couple up and we're going to work on some together today. Basically they will fold over a page and then you take, it's a 4-pocket tuck. So put one in there, and then when you have the other page on the other side, be able to stick something in there and then something in there. So 4-pocket page fold over. So pretty easy to make, so let's get started. Basically, I took any sort of piece of paper that I had laying around that was approximately, I'd say 5 inches by, what is that, about 8.5. So a regular sheet of paper, 8.5 by 11, cut in half. Doesn't have to be that size, but those seem to work out pretty good for me. So I have this one that I made up from, I haven't finished gluing it yet. It is from a catalog, Susan Roebuck catalog. I thought that was kind of cool with the emblem on top. I have this from a basic book page. Pretty simple. You don't want to go, I had a more brittle one, paper, and it just cracked too much. So you want to make sure when you fold it that it's not going to crack. I did this one from a atlas page. I had to cut it down in half real tall, and then this one was from one of my bird books that I was able to fold up. The bottom half of the page, the second half didn't work too well, but I was actually able to make some journal cards out of it, which I thought were kind of cool. So they kind of matched the item, put some paper on there for journaling. So I have those for the bottom page, so I was able to do both of them. So those are a few that I sort of folded up and haven't gotten a chance to decorate yet. So let's get to how she folded these. Let's start with, well, this one's pre-folded a little, so I'll start with this. This was from a, actually it's my glue book that I use, which was just a Scrabble dictionary kind of book. So you take your sheet of paper. Usually what I do is I test it to make sure if I fold it in half that it is gonna not be longer than the page and not be too short that you can't stick a tag or something in there. So that one seems to be okay. So basically you start out, you figure out what you want to have on the front of the pocket to see. So on the bottom here, you fold up about 1/4 inch or so, just to give it a little stability. And throw a little glue on there. Throw a little glue on there. And it's just to give it a little strength. I have the thicker one, my bird one. I didn't do because this stuff is pretty thick and new paper, so I don't think it's gonna get too worn out. So then you fold it up about how high you want that tuck to be. So you want to do the same with the top where you fold over. So we're going to flip that over. I pre-folded it here about the same distance. Throw a little bit of glue on there. Just to give it the strength. And there we go. You can tell it was one of my glue book pages, but since we're going to decorate on top of there, I wasn't too worried about it having a little bit of stainness there. So after you've got the top and the bottom folds for strength, you take it in half and you fold it. Now, I believe you could actually do it a little if you wanted to do 2 sizes. So on one side you have a bit longer, as long as it's not going to be longer than the page. That would work. And then that side would be for a smaller tuck. You can do that also. And I might as well do it that way since I have it like that already. You could throw some ink on there. Grunge it up a little if you want, or you don't have to. Totally up to you. Since this is already kind of grungy, I'm definitely going to grunge this up a little bit more. And then you can also take a punch to stick in the middle, just to give a little divot to show where that is. So we're going to throw that right about there. And this one, I gotta figure out where about middle is on this. Put it right there. All right. I'll throw that up there. I have it folded. Okay, so the last step on getting these done is to glue the pocket up. And we're just gonna I'm gonna use some wet glue on this, just so it's a little stronger. And I wanna throw it just on both sides there for the pocket. And we'll get that glued down. And there we go. And there is our first one folded. All right, so let's fold the next one. This one I decided this side wasn't so nice, so this side's a little bit better. And like I said, I'm not gonna fold it over because I thought it was too thick anyway. Let's go about there so you can still see the birds. And I'm not too worried about the words because we'll be able to put some decoration on there. We'll fold that in half. It's a little thicker, so I'm going to use my bone folder just to make sure there's a good crease in there to go over the page. Yeah, that'll work good. Let's decorate that up. Punch some holes. Little notches for me. Okay. A little ink on there so you can see where the divot is. And then we'll throw a little glue on here. So fairly straightforward, not too hard. And you can pretty much use any page that is foldable and not too brittle. So it is definitely a good use of pages that you might not use for anything else. You'll be able to do that. So that'll be a nice size. See, these would be good for, yeah. This one might be a little bit too big. Yeah. Okay. All right, so for this one's a little flimsier, so we're gonna go ahead and figure out, that's obviously the side I wanna see. Oh, maybe we'll make it just a little bit shorter of a pocket. All right, so we're gonna fold that up a little bit just to give it some strength. Put some glue on there. And the page will go to about right there, and then we'll flip this one back. Some strength on there. And it really is just to put a little topper on there so that you, when your tags are going in and out, journal cards, that they have a little bit of strength to go by it. Okay. All right, looks like I can fold this one in half and be able to show what I'm looking for. Okay, so we'll put a little glue on there. There you hear my dog. I'm looking to go out, I'm guessing. Okay, a little glue there. think I'm gonna ink that one up. And we'll just put the notches in there. Yeah, I'm video recording. Just my husband getting nice. Okay, so the next one, I'll start with the, just fold the top here. I think that'll look good on the front there, so we're gonna go ahead and fold this over to get this glued. Oops, folded it the wrong way. Okay, that's gotta go this way. All right, throw a little glue on this one. And we'll throw the pocket up for that one. And we'll glue the back of this one. Okay. All right, and we'll fold this in half. Cut out the notches. You probably don't have to cut out the notches, but I feel like that just makes it a little easier if you got to slide the tags in after the fact. Okay, we'll throw a little ink on this one just to define it a little better, since it is a little bit older looking to start. I'm fine with that. Okay. All right, and I'm not sure. I might save this one to make journal cards or cut them out. So I don't think I'm gonna fold that one into a card. Let's see how many I have here. We got that 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut that one already. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that is plenty to do. Okay. All right, so let's start with a simpler one here. See what we can add. Okay, and that all glued? Yep, that's all glued. I didn't notch this one out. And I glued the sides already. So this should be interesting. Okay, we're gonna do it blind. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. See if I can get a little ink in there. Ink-a-dink-a-doo. Okay, that'll work. All right, so I've got some washi tapes here. I've got these tags that I made from the washi tape yesterday and the flowers. And maybe I'll use some of those. I like that one. We'll use that. That's got some nice colors on it. This one was the last one I did. That was on the end of the strip that I couldn't figure out what to do. So I threw a leaf on there and some numbers, and there we go. Now we've got a nice little embellishment. And maybe we'll stick that one on this side. Yeah, that works out nice. Nice bright colors for a much more simple looking pocket folder. Let's open it up so we can see both sides. Okay. All right, so I've got some washi tape here, paper washi tape from Art. Most of them are, I think they're all from Artsology. And it's got some nice colors in there. And we can use those too. That'll work. Well, I hope your day is going well. I am taping today, and it is a wind chill out there of about 4 degrees, so it was a good day to want to stay in the house and craft. So there we go. And unfortunately a good day for my husband to stay in the house too, so you can hear him messing around in the kitchen. I have a space right next to the kitchen in our dining area that I do my videos in. We do have a separate room, unfortunately, so I can get interrupted sometimes. But that's okay. Better ink this a little, get rid of the white outline. Yeah, that'll work. We'll do the same for this side. Get rid of the white outline. Make it a little less noticeable. Okay, now what can we put here on the bottom? Get my snippets. Throw that one on there and I like it, but I think I want it a little shorter. So oh, that one's not cut apart. All right, I'm gonna make it a little shorter. Just tear it and snip it. Okay, I think I need something else underneath there. I don't know if I've got any teeny tiny. I have another set of leaves. That's too little. Two the same, I think. Maybe we're starting to get too busy. Maybe I just leave it alone. I think I just leave it alone. Place to write something if you feel like it. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it alone. Sometimes less is more, right? Or maybe I'll find something later on that I'll be able to add to it. Oh yeah, that looks fine. I could live with that. Okay. Yeah, I like it. We're gonna go with that. Okay, agriculture, industry, and resources. And a map. I think agriculture deserves a flower. That'll look good down there. That'll look good over there. Now I didn't ink the pocket, but I'm gonna ink this a little bit, make it look a little older. since it comes off of such a stark white piece of paper. Okay. And maybe some little bit of a tag on this one would not be the worst thing to happen. No, that looks like it's got pots on it. I don't think that goes with it. Natural History Store, too big. Sometimes when there's too many choices, it's harder to do. That could work. That's fine, that don't put anything up there. On that side. We'll do a flat tag on top there by itself. And maybe throw a little washi behind it. That'll work. Okay, so let's get these glued on. Okay, and these need to be tucked in a little bit, which I think they'll be okay because they're nice and flat, so I think they'll be okay. Put a little label there. Leave a little note. Yeah, I like that one. That'll work. Okay. All right, this one I'm not sure that I'm going to put much on this side except maybe a tag. I don't want to really interrupt that bird too much. Yeah, Natural History Store. Rare shells, birds, and animals. I think I'll put that on that side. And we'll find maybe there's a little bird I can stick on that side up there. Probably cut his nest off a little bit, maybe. Oh, that'll work. Okay, we'll put that down there. Okay, we are cooking with oil now. Put a little snippet behind this. I just like these snippets because they definitely add a little bit of texture to it. Just not the same as a straight old piece of paper, which is nothing wrong with that, but blue for the eyes to go with the eyes. Whoops, that'll work. We'll do that up there, and we'll put that down there. Perfect. Okay, perfect. They're just a little unruly, that's all. Okay, so all right, we'll ink this bird up just a tad. Get him a little less stark white. Try not to rip his tail off while I put the glue on here. Or debeak him. Okay. And we'll put the tag on the bottom. Nice. Okay, and we'll get the snippet on this side. You know, sometimes I start these and go, I don't know what I'm ever going to put on here. What could I ever find that'll look good? And then all of a sudden you get a couple things put on there and it looks good and you're like, whoa, this is excellent. So that is definitely the part I like most about doing this stuff, is you can just take some random things that probably actually shouldn't even go together and make it work. And I really did not think I was going to find anything for this, and I really like that. I definitely think that that is very cool. So we'll have that side. Be able to stick some cards in there eventually. Tags. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Call that one done. All right. Well, let's do one more. Because I pretty much did this when I put some labels on here already. I'm not sure. Maybe I just do one more thing there, so maybe I won't do that one. Did the birds. Let's see if I can find something for these, since we haven't done any of those yet. Okay, now these are a little bit more ornate, so not sure I'm going to want to put too much on there that's going to distract from that. little pop of color maybe, or maybe not a pop of color. Now a little pop of color. That's probably too much. Those all go sideways, right? Yeah, those are all facing the wrong direction. That could work. Probably all a little too big. I think I do like it with the beige one better. Alright, so something to stick over here. Probably too big, but something similar to that would be nice. Okay, I think that is what we'll do. Now just to make this a little less bumpy, I'm going to take part of that snippet off and just use part of it underneath there. Okay. And we'll put this tag on there. And then we'll do this one. Put that one up a little higher. And we'll add that tag. Okay. Okay. I think that's enough for that. That'll work. Simple. I like that. Secret Society and Emblem Charms. And then that side, nice and simple. I'll just stick a tag in there. Journal card. Oh, looks like I did not glue that sides in. Forgot to do that. So let's glue those sides in. There we go. And glue that. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, so all you have to do is, when you go to attach it to your page, is glue it on the bottom and glue it there so that you have a top tuck and a front tuck. Okay. Well, I think that is going to call this done. So again, this is from Roxy's Creations, a challenge that she has, Roxy's Challenge. I will link her challenge down in the description. But definitely quite a few different varieties here of pockets that I've done. So really, so much you could do. Kind of crazy. Okay, well, hopefully this wasn't too chaotic and you got something out of it, and seen a take on it from a new person and how they go about doing it. So I hope you have a wonderful day today and enjoy the weekend.